Can you hear us at the back? We want to spread beautiful energy for Julian. So anybody walking by, if you're a passerby and you're wondering why we're standing out here with our multitude of signs, it's for Julian, it's for freedom, for everybody's freedom, for liberation, for truth, peace, love and harmony. So come and grab some information and free Julian Assange! Free! Free! Julian Assange! Free! Free!
Julian Assange!
Free! Free!
Julian Assange!
Free! Free!
Line everyone up.
Julian Assange!
Over here.
I think it will pick it up.
From there.
This is the bit I like.
That was it. Okay.
But I mean, not that much space.
I won't get too there because it's going to get to the
Okay?
Yeah, that's fine, yeah. Right, I'll get back a bit. Move it. A bit more forward.
Get in! Get in! Get in! Camo! Ringa pakiha! Why, Pagaringa! Cammate, cola, cola! Cammate, cola, cola! Tenete, tangata! Na! Itiki, mai faka fiti sera! Aupane! Aupane! Aupane, kupane, fiti sera! Tu quote pono! Free Assange! Free Assange! Free Assange! Free Assange! Free Assange! Free Assange! Free Assange!
Give it up for Hacker for Julian.
Hacker for Julian!
Can we get the lovely choir in now? Choir for Julian.
Where is justice? Where is justice for the love of humankind? Peace is justice for the love of humankind, justice and freedom for Julian Assange. Where is freedom? Where is freedom? No more prison for Assange. Freedom and justice for Julian Assange.
Their grounds by saying that Julian could not be extradited as he is a suicide risk. This initially appeared to be a wonderfully kind and humanitarian gesture, but it was all a carefully laid and cynical trap. In fact, it would have been a lot better for Julian if Barretsa had agreed to all of the US case and granted them Julian's extradition. Then Julian would have been able to cross-appeal on all the core issues of this trial. For example, Barretsa named Thordarson. I hope you all know who Thordarson is. Barretsa named Thordarson 22 times in her concluding judgment as proof that Julian got him to have. However, Thordarson has now admitted it's all a pack of lies. And it has also come out that this USA star witness has 9 convictions for sex with underage boys, as well as massive financial frauds. And he was bribed by the US government with a written and signed immunity from prosecution agreement for similar crimes. This whole sordid affair is an international scandal of enormous proportions, and so the US are desperate to keep Thordarson away from Julian's lawyers, who would very much like to question him in the witness box. Julian's lawyers would also like to bring up the fact that for more than 3 years, the US video recorded all Julian's meetings with his lawyers, which is totally illegal and normally grounds for dismissal of the case unless your name's Julian Assange. Julian's lawyers would also like to say that the UK to US extradition treaty states very clearly, and I quote, "Extradition shall not be granted if the offence for which extradition is requested is a political offence." End quote. Obviously, this case is entirely political, so any of those reasons is a legally valid reason for the dismissal of this case. Barretsa's trap has allowed the US prosecution to completely dictate 2 crucial things in the case. Firstly, the direction of the case, i.e. away from Thordarson lies and all the other points in Julian's favour. And secondly, Barretsa's trap has also meant that the US have been able to dictate the speed of the case, or more to the point, the lack of it. For example, the US prosecution took 10 months to appeal against Barretsa's so-called humanitarian ruling, and that was far longer than it should have taken. And then Julian's defence was still trapped, as they had to appeal against that decision and some other very narrow points, as the case is completely stuck in Barretsa's trap. And the net result is that for more than 3 years now, Julian's legal team have been bogged down in the long-winded process, successive appeals and counter-appeals, in a farce of self-repeating ping-pong, toing and froing, and pedantically debating minor points, rather than dealing with the core issues of this case, like Fortis and Lie. In summary, this case is just a time-wasting exercise to try to appear as if justice is being done, which clearly it isn't. This case is rotten to the core, and the court must immediately free Julian Assange! 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 Free Julian today! It's outrageous!
Bravo! Bravo! Bravo!
I've had a word with the prosecution, I've had a word with the defence, I've had a word with the police. And the defendant's plead guilty.
Oh, maybe have you got 5 handshakes? I might have. I should have. I should have. No, oh wait.
Why?
Oh yeah, I do.
We, the jury, meanwhile, have been told.
Again, where's the procedure? Let it extend, yeah. Let it. Once it's finished. No, I don't.
What are you giving out, Jim?
Sorry?
What are you giving out?
Oh, a giant one. It's a sort of artwork about Julian.
Oh, right.
Done by who did it. Yeah, it opens right out.
Absolutely.
Okay. And on the back it's got the text.
Yeah, so don't have an argument with me, mate. I don't bite, but I bark.
How you doing, geezer?
Long time no see. No.
Okay, thank you once again for being here. There have been some hard days outside the courts during the course of this campaign, but this is a better day than we've had at any time since the magistrate first stopped the extradition. So, just to report to you about what's been happening inside the court, about what the significance of it is, about what we'd like people to be doing going forward. I'm going to call a number of speakers who've been in there. First of all, somebody who's been right at the heart of this, has been a relentless campaigner for Julian Assange, the editor-in-chief of WikiLeaks, Kristen Harpinson.
To victory. We said, of course, it shouldn't have taken more than 5 minutes in this courtroom for the judges to see that the United States government was not going to give Julian any assurances, and they would discriminate against him. They would not give him First Amendment protection. It took a couple of hours, but the judges did came to the just and the right conclusion. Julian Assange has now the right to appeal. And that in itself should send the right message across the sea to the Biden administration. Look there, you're on a losing ground. You're losing.
And today has been an excellent day. I see people standing here who I met 12, 14 years ago, standing in the pouring rain outside the Ecuadorian embassy. We've grown a bit older together. I don't know about you, but I've got better looking. And we are still going, and we are going on. And we were fighting what seemed like a losing battle. We were fighting against the odds, but we have turned round public opinion. We have turned round legal opinion. We are turning the world for the better, and we are going forward to free Julian Assange. Thank you.
Craig's right. This has been a long, hard fight, and it's not over yet. But I know someone who's been in the first rank of that from the beginning, has been there at every major battle, has thrown himself right into the forefront of this fight on 3 continents. Please welcome Julian Assange's father, John Shipton.
You guys picked a winner.
Yeah!
Well, the entire thing, I reckon, stands on your shoulders of the people, the supporters worldwide, who unflaggingly, some people here I've known longer than I've known my daughter's life, you know, and have been outside the embassy and with us all the while. When I say with us, it's to be clear, when I say with us, to be clear, government has made representations to us on this matter. This only happens with politicians in the circumstances that face us today, that surround us today, if there is a mass movement of interrelated people within institutions, outside of institutions, family groups, and groups like this here today, all over the world, constantly working to reverse what the heart sees and knows is an injustice and bring about a bit of justice. Just my last comment.
Bless you, John.
We had a meeting with President Obrador of Mexico. He's a man of about my age, maybe a bit younger, lucky fella. And he said, in all his life working in politics, 50 years, he found that ordinary people everywhere hungered for justice and revulsed at the sight of injustice. And I hold that to be true here today. Thanks and congratulations.
Thanks very much, John. Now remember, as you celebrate today, take from that celebration increased confidence and increased energy. Because what this gives us above all is time. And time in a political case is a precious commodity. Because it gives us more time to organise and to mobilise and to make sure that we build on the victory today to ensure that Julian Assange walks free from prison and is never, ever extradited to the United States. The last speaker to talk to you today has done more than any other single individual in more difficult circumstances than any other single individual to make sure that the case of Julian Assange is won and that the freedom of the press is defended. Please welcome Stella Assange.
Go Stella!
The Biden administration should distance itself from this shameful prosecution. It should have done so from day one. But it may be running out of time to do the right thing.
Murray and I are definitely going for a drink. I hope you'll join us. But when you've had the drink and we've had today's celebration, do remember, we've won a battle, but we haven't won the war. And you must take from today's victory the confidence that even the biggest imperial power in the world can be defeated. It can be defeated if ordinary people like you stay mobilised. Remember what Big Bill Haywood, the union organiser from the United States, said. One finger can be broken by your opponents, but a fist can never be broken. Stay strong, free Assange, stand up for a free press.
Free Julian He's a man who's got a lot to say. He's a man of peace, surrounded by violence. He's a man of justice.